evening. It is now 19 hours 20 in Guyana. It is time for the Lall Show. Tell it as it is. Without further ado, Mr. Lall, good evening to you.
Good evening to you. Good evening to you, Ray.
Good evening, sir.
That's what I like to hear. And namaste to all my beautiful, wonderful listeners in Guyana and around this world. I'm feeling happy tonight. But yet I'm a bit sad. You know, feeling happy sometimes, Ray, is a good thing, you know. You got nice things coming in. Your air condition is not working in this room, Kevin. Tell your boss, you need to get that man fired. You know, it's pretty hot in here. Tell your boss, he has to pay, he has to ensure he pay well for these programs, you know, and at least keep me comfortable. What you say, Ray?
Definitely.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Uncle and Auntie, namaste. I'm in a good mood tonight. I laughed this morning coming into my office. I greeted one of my pressmen and asked him what he doing here so early in the morning. He said, boss, I went to the market to buy some greens. I asked him if he buy a lot. And he said, boss, I buy what I can afford. You hear that, Ray?
Yes.
He buy what he can afford. I put a little something in his hand and tell him to have a good day. This is what three-quarter of the Guyanese people have to cope with and live with, where we have to skim on greens with their salaries. I was too ashamed to ask him about chicken and beef. Not fish. Not fish. I can't go there. Because you know what happened to the fish, Kevin? It's gone. I was scrolling through social media to get an update on what's going on. And I came across a video, Uncle. Yes, a video, Auntie, where 6 young men on motorcycles stick up a weeder man in Eccles on the east bank of Demerara and rob him of his motorcycle, leaving the man standing on the road with his weeding machine in his hand. Oh boy, you guys ain't seeing or knowing three-quarter of what is going on in this country. Give it a couple more mornings. Things only start. It's heating up now. Crime. Ray, this is Guyana, brother.
Yep.
Yes, beautiful Guyana, uncle. You got a video, Kevin? Put it up on for those online that they could view it for themselves. Today is or was Labor Day. You sure, Bray? You sure today was Labor Day?
There's something.
Yeah. What is Labor Day? My interpretation of Labor Day, uncle, is where our workers can be able to work. Yes, work and live with dignity. Meaning, Ray, they can buy meat, fish, greens, pay all their expenses and still bank money at the end of the week or at the end of the month. That is Labor Day for me, uncle. That is what I would celebrate. What have you celebrated today? A country in which the parasites are selling out every piece of our assets to the foreign exploiters like a thief in the night and smiling in the day with the workers, telling them they're looking out for them. This is what Guyana has become, since independence. And this is what they are continuing to do until everything is gone. Finito, finish, my brother. Yes. Uncle, this oil alone can take Guyana and all of us to a place better than heaven, if heaven is such a great place. It can also take us to hell, if there is also such a place called hell. You have to decide which one you want to go to, heaven or hell. But the way I am seeing it, we are already on the road to a place worse than hell, because all of you sitting on your hands with your mouth closed, allowing these parasites, y'all elect to office, to sell out the whole place. Like I said, a thief in the night and still smiling with you in the day for your votes. Your votes. Sucking out the lifeblood from your present livelihood and your future prosperity, but still pretending they are your best friend, looking out for your best interests. I love them too, Uncle. Man, are you sure today is Labor Day? Not to me, you know, Kevin. I told my staff today that Labor Day is a celebration of what you earn, how you live, and what you save. But what I'm seeing and what is happening in this country today is not Labor Day. This is a celebration of incoming slavery all over again. So the name for me should be changed to Slave Labor Day. You agree with me, bro?
Definitely.
Thank you. Only one set of people living like kings and saving like queens. The foreigners that fetching out and the parasites that helping them. Yes, only them living like kings and queens. Yeah. You see how we living? Got a thief, a weed a man motorbike. Yeah, man. And me, employee, got to go buy greens, what he can afford. Uncle and auntie, it's Monday. A friend sent me a horrible video of what's going on in Haiti presently. Horrible. Ain't even come close to what's happening in Haiti. The people of Haiti are living in hell presently, all because of foreign exploiters. The French, the British, and the Americans all had thorns. Yes, thorns, raping Haiti of their resources that leave the entire population of 11 million people to live on mud as food. They have never been a peaceful day in Haiti's history. The foreigners took away every piece of wealth. Every piece of wealth, Uncle, out of Haiti. And since then, all that is left for the people to do is to fight one another, rob one another, tear out one another's eyes, and destroy each other, all in the name of survival. Kidnappings, murder, robberies, gang violence are the order of the day in Haiti. Presently, as I speak, there is no government, there is no army, no police to talk about. Gangs, criminal gangs is the order of the day. All because the foreigners robbed them, raped the country, wrecked the economy, and left them to die like dogs in the streets. The video I received yesterday is one of the most gruesome, violent, and barbaric acts I have seen in a very long time. You know, Ray, I witnessed firsthand, minutes after that Lusignan massacre took place, when it took place, where ordinary simple men, women and children were butchered like animals. I still live with the graphic photos in my head because I had to report on it. What I saw from the video footage going on in Haiti yesterday was worse than Lusignan massacre. Thousands of people in the streets of the capital of Haiti were on a killing spree, brother. You hear me, Ray? They were on a killing spree. It was mayhem and madness. They are killing people in the streets and piling them up, one on top the other. Then throw cardboard boxes, old tires, wood. Then light them a fire like if you're cremating people. Uncle and auntie, this thing is so horrible to watch. When they light the fire, you can see some of them still alive. One man tried to get up, and a gang member run in with a cutlass in his hand. And you know the rest. Yeah, man, you know the rest. I don't have to tell you the rest. The fire took over. I wish I could have shown all of you this video. That same video my friend sent me out of Haiti. But it's too horrible. You have it? You have it there? Put it up online. For some of them who online can see it.
As a quick discretion before you click the video, it is very gruesome,
graphic.
So
it is graphic and gruesome. So if you can't handle gruesomeness, please don't look at it. This is what has been going on and still going on in Haiti as I speak presently. Some of you can go online to see what's going on for yourselves. I have been trying to get some new updates, but they even resort to killing the few brave journalists reporting out of Haiti. Last year they killed 9 journalists and went as far as to kill the president of Haiti 2 years ago. Yesterday, Uncle and Auntie, they reported that 2 more journalists were among the several persons who were butchered in the streets and set on fire. To give you guys an idea, yes, how bad things are in Haiti, the UN Human Rights Group said from January to March, man, they had 531 murders. And uncle, the whole world has turned a blind eye and is continuing to turn a blind eye as to the atrocities that is going on there. Everybody turning a blind eye to it. This is what the big countries, America, England, and the whole of Europe created for Haiti. And now they're sitting down and watching. Yes, they're watching on how their plans is falling into place. Rob the place of everything, create chaos and confusion, and now painting the country as a worthless place with a set of worthless people. This is how the powerful nations of the world operate. This is their culture. This is their way. Oh, this thing is sickening. Thank you for coming, Bernard. Yes. They come in and take your thing. Make secret deals with these parasites. Then create chaos and confusion among the people. And like I said many times, while we fight among ourselves, them setting up the stage, fetching out your stuff, and calling it democracy. And when they bind you with contracts, that taking off your clothes, Bernard, yes, leaving you naked and hungry in the streets to kill one another, they bring in their Bible. Yes, they bring in their Bible with that term called sanctity of contract. It can't change. Hear that? Yes. I wish, I hope and pray that what's going on in Haiti never occurs in Guyana. But I hate to say this. If we allow what's taking place here, Uncle, worse than what is happening in Haiti will eventually happen here. Uncle, please make a note of this. Haiti is all one people, one ethnic group, and that is going on there. Imagine how worse Guyana can be with two major ethnic groups who have a history of hating and fighting each other. The roots of hate and anger in this country are so deep. Make no mistake about that, Uncle. Make no mistake about that, Auntie. And the leaders of this land are pretending not to know, not to see, or not to smell this hateful sickness across this country. Every day by their words, their attitudes, their actions is clear. Yes, it's clear on both sides. Both political parties, the PPP and the PNC, have a history of using race at elections time. And as soon as elections done, they pretend it disappear. And the foreigners know that. So they will use that as their trump card for rob and rape us. At this point, Uncle, I want to make something very, very clear to all of you. We as Guyanese from all races, we should never allow ourselves to be used any further by any local leaders or any foreign exploiters. Let us begin to see ourselves as Guyanese first and foremost. You guys have to stop looking at one another as Indians. And that one is Africans. This one is Amerindian. And that one is Portuguese or white. We got to stop looking at that. We have to tell these parasites we have for leaders who stoking this fire of race and segregation, I should use. We have to let them know we can't go down this road. We are heading for trouble. We are not helping ourselves. We are helping them to further rob and wreck this nation. Remember this night. Please remember this night. that Lall tell you don't fall in this trap. And if you're already in this trap, which I know plenty of you in, get out. Get out. Fight your way out of it. It's not going to do any good. It's not going to do your children any good. Or most importantly, it's not going to do Guyana any good with these foreign exploiters in this land. These people who are sitting here, uncle, digging out every piece of our wealth with the help of these parasites that you have. Trust me, you please wake up and wake up fast. Unless we stand up together and bind together and be prepared to fight together, we risk, like what Martin Luther King said, if we don't learn to live like brothers and sisters, hold hands like brothers and sisters, we will all perish together like fools. Hope I take note of all these things I am sharing on these programs every Monday, Wednesdays and Saturday, and on all those TikToks I'm doing for you people. For the past week, I have been mentioning something which is inspiring to me, and I think it should be inspiring to all Guyanese. None of us should ever be prepared to perish as fools. Let us be ready from now to prosper as true patriots. Let us stand up for what is right and for what belongs to us. Man, this is what makes me happy. This is what brings me on this radio program tonight, feeling energized and happy, uncle. A 65-year-old citizen is ready to walk the walk across Guyana. And I want to go beyond my talk and join him in this fight for a better Guyana, a better future for all. This 65-year-old has been listening to this program ever since it began. And it has inspired him to take this giant first step. Are you guys going to join him? Uncle and Auntie? This 65-year-old is beginning the walk as to the barefacedness going on in this country with that Exxon contract. All he is demanding that it change. So I am joining him. What about you, Bernard? What about you, Kevin?
Definitely.
Thank you. Thank you. 2,880,000,000 worth of our oil came out the ground from January to March of this year. And all Guyana receive out of that is $219 million. We can't even patch couple road. How this can ever be fair or justified? Uncle, this is the walk the 65-year-old told me he's putting. Yes, he's putting up. To walk from Crabwood Creek in Berbice, through Demerara, across Georgetown, straight to the end of the Essequibo Coast at Charity. Uncle and Auntie, this walk begins Thursday morning, and I can't wait. I can't wait to join him. This 65-year-old is putting his time, his energy, and his conscience all for a better Guyana. Where do you stand on this, uncle? Many of you can't buy greens, can't pay light bill and water bill, can't send your children to school with even biscuits in their lunch kits, and have all this massive wealth. No, man. No. No, this can't continue. That 65-year-old doesn't have to do this, he told me. Lall doesn't need to join him. We are walking this walk and fighting this fight for you. Yes, for you, uncle and auntie. Are you ready to fight with us? For yourselves? We are ready to fight for your children and your grandchildren. Are you ready to do the same for them? I hope so. I hope you join us in that walk. Ay, ay, ay. Who want to join me? If you want to join me, call me after the program and let's arrange it. The number is 624-6456 or 622-222. Please call. This walk is not a party walk. This is a Guyanese walk against foreign exploitation with the agreement, yes, with the agreement of the parasites we have parading themselves as leaders. So all are invited. PPP supporters, let me say this, we love you. The PNC supporters, we love you too. We love you more than your party leaders. We want to give you and your children food, real food, a real future. What they're holding back and don't want to do for you, don't want to fight for you. We want to give you that. We cannot, and not a single Guyanese should accept this wholesale sellout of this country. None of us should allow Guyana to become a Haiti or another Africa or Asia. This oil sellout has gone on far too long, uncle. And these parasites are getting more barefaced every day. It should not be allowed to go on for another day. It must stop. It must stop, uncle. And only me and you, with that gentleman, that 65-year-old, will bring about that change. Come on, man. Our foreparents fought and suffered far too long not to have us go back to the days of exploitation. And this is where we are heading. This is where these parasites taking us back into in those days. Uncle and auntie, this walk is to show these parasites, the foreign exploiters, and the whole world that the Guyanese people will not, will not succumb to slavery again. This disrespect, this indignity, this insult must go. And it must go now. Whether these parasites we have like it or not. I know some of you people in the Essequibo, Demerara, and even parts of Berbice will not be able to join us at the start. But at least, you have relatives living in the Crabwood Creek neighborhood and the Crabwood Creek and Skeldon residents can come out and join us Thursday morning at 9 a.m. at the end of Crabwood Creek. That's where we are beginning this walk. Uncle and Auntie, if you can't walk and you can ride a bicycle and come. Ride a motorbike and come. Or if you want to drive with us, you can do that too. Or if you can't left your home, get your friends, get your neighbors who can walk to join us. Everybody is welcome on this walk. We will be streaming the walk live for the whole world to see. So you guys overseas can join us live on Kaieteur Radio, Kaieteur News, and the Lall Show, the Facebook page. Yeah, man. And for those of you who don't have access to Facebook, you can find us on YouTube on the Kaieteur Radio. So I want all of you to join us. We will show them who are in charge of this country. We will show them who really own the resources of this land and who must benefit. Look how these parasites have us. But when I look at this thing, when I think of this thing, it's sickening. Huh? Look how they have us. We have to walk this whole country through rain and sun to get them to do the right thing, for us to eat and live a good life out of we own wealth, brother. Out of we own resources in this 21st century. How on earth this can be, man? How can this ever be fair and just? I only hope you people join us. Why these parasites treating the foreigners like kings and queens with our resources and treating us, the owners of these resources, with such scorn? Help me to understand this thing, Bernard.
I can.
Ray, can you help me?
Traitors, I think.
Huh?
Sellouts, traitors.
Let the US, Britain, Europe, China, and all the rest of countries, yeah, man, all of them across this world, explain this thing to the Guyanese people. Why should we allow them to get away with this barefaced robbery in this 21st century, man? Policemen and women got to be stretching their hands out to the citizens of this country, not as bribes, just to put food on their family tables because of the salaries these people taking home. Nurses, public servants, all of them expecting a little change whenever they provide a service to you. Yeah, man. Why this have to happen? Why a 65-year-old has to leave his family to lead this walk? Wait, man. These parasites don't have shame?
No,
Huh?
they don't.
Today, Labor Day, a whole page advertisement in all the newspapers from President Ali, telling the nation, and I quote him word for word, it is because people matter that we are supporting our vulnerable through increased pensions and public assistance. Uncle, auntie, them increased pension from 28,000 to 33,000 and public assistance from 14,000 to 16,000 a month. That is how President Ali said, them care and people matter. 2,000 increase a month for disabled people and 5,000 for old age pensioner. Gosh, man. If you're not heading straight into slavery, then I don't know where you're heading, Uncle and Auntie. I really don't know. I wish I was a fortune teller to tell you exactly where Guyana will be when this oil and gold is finished. I only wish. The corruption in this land has reached beyond measures. The giveaways and sellouts are unimaginable. Ray. And look what's happening. Sellouts, and look what's happening, brother. President Ali have no shame to put out a whole page ad and talk about the vulnerable and care of people and increase pension 5,000 and public assistance 2,000 a month. Yes, thank you, a month. Put on your speaker there, man, a month. Wow, selling out this place. Excuse me, man, my throat is getting, wow, let me soak it a little, brother. Wow, thank you, Miss Mortley. Thank you for this tea, spice tea. Selling out this country every day.
Yep.
Every hour.
Without shame.
Without any shame.
You think their family could try living on $14,000 or $16,000 a month or $33,000 a month? Disgraceful.
They should send their wife or their husband.
Yeah, to the
Or
market.
their mother, their father or their sister to the market with that.
Yes.
With no shame.
Expect people to live on
This
that.
is what you people have to confront them with, man. Are you sitting down too quiet? The fifth project of 12.7 billion US was approved Friday by President Ali and Jagdeo without raking in any more crumbs for the Guyanese people other than what the PNC settled for in Liza 1 and 2 and what Jagdeo continued in Liza 3 and 4. Those same crumbs, Uncle, he and President Ali settled for in this fifth project last week, Friday. Come on, man. Come on, I wish that 65-year-old had told me tomorrow morning he's starting this walk. I wish. Like, I can't wait. I'm excited to join that man. Thank you, Ray.
You're welcome, sir.
Thank you. Well, it was a when I heard that initiative, I said, my God, Lall, why you didn't think about that? I love it. I tell 2-3 friends today, they say, my God, we love it. We have to wake up Guyana, and I'm so happy that you came up with that initiative and decided that you will lead it. I love it. I am with you 100%. President Ali, Uncle and Auntie, who never held a press conference to address this nation exclusively on this US $1 trillion oil sector or our natural resources. Never held one, Bernard. never held a press conference.
That's a disrespect there for
That the
guys.
foreigners never held a press conferences on our resources that the foreigners fetching out. Uncle and auntie went ahead and approved that 5th project without inviting the press or without any public ceremony. You didn't hear what I said, Uncle? The man who never held a press conference exclusively on oil. Or anything, our gold, our diamond, or minerals. Signed that 5th project without inviting the press or had a public ceremony. Uncle, that 5th oil project is the largest investment this country has ever seen, in which our oil has to foot that 12.7 billion US. And this country, Uncle, only knew about this approval through photographs and a statement by the government.
A shame.
What you say, man?
I said a shame.
Oh, the shame. You gotta love these leaders, Uncle. I'm calling them leaders. Not true?
Power sites right to him.
This is transparency. Irfan Ali and Bharat Jagdev style. Now here what happened. The very next day, he signed the thing Friday. The very next day, Saturday, President Ali went and commissioned a private hospital at Lenora on the west coast of Demerara. But you're going to love this one. You know, one would have expected during President Ali's speech at that forum, he would have said something to us about that 5th oil project he approved the day before. That massive oil project he approved the day before. Instead, after applauding the owners for building such a beautiful private hospital, one of the things he chose to talk about, yes, he chose to talk about there was the amount of sun that the region would need. Don't laugh, man. Don't laugh. Can you believe that, Bernard? A president talking about our sun and not about our gold or our oil. Sun will make Guyana into Dubai, not gold or oil. Oh my God. Oh, I'm glad you're listening to me, Father, and you're directing my steps, my thoughts, and my words. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. I can't help saying, President Ali has his head in the sand pit rather than in the gold and oil fields. Is this president for real, Bernard?
I think he has sun in his head. Like he has sun in his brains.
Vice President Jagdev was supposed to go and he didn't show up. I was invited to, but I didn't go. Wow. Wow, this tea tastes nice, Miss Mortley. I think I will walk with that 65-year-old from Crabwood Creek to Charity every day. I didn't plan to do the whole trip with him, but I'm rethinking. I am rethinking, Bernard. I'm going to walk with Ray throughout that journey. Uncle, hear this. You got to hear this story. It's sweet. My reporter, Divina, the same girl they tried to insult on social media, went and covered the event at Lenora. You hear me? She went and covered the event and was following the president around after the ceremony in the hope. Hey, I love this piece. And I love that girl too. In the hope of getting in a question or two. Several times he made eye contact with her. And when she tried to get close to him, she was told by his press secretary that he would not be taking questions. What is he so fearful about, Uncle? That he's avoiding and running from the media. My reporter, Divina, had to remind the press secretary how the president had boldly said he is easily accessible anytime and anywhere. And she kept on following him around. I love you for that spirit, girl. I love you. Uncle, Auntie, the next thing you know, President Ali jumped in his vehicle and gone. This is the president of an oil-rich country that the world is talking about. Every world leader is talking about Guyana's oil. We own talking about sand from the sand pit. And the vice president talking about the feather from the foot and the feather from the tail out of a plucked chicken. You gotta love these people, Bernard.
Yep.
Yeah, man, I love them too. Approving US $12.7 billion oil project. 4 years of Guyana's budget. You hear me? 4 years of Guyana debt. You hear me, brother? 4 year we budget and 4 year Guyana debt. And not a press conference or making himself available for questions by the media. Like that 12.7 billion US is no money of importance. It's a small change. So he doesn't need to tell us anything about it. You see why I'll get in 2,000 and 5,000 increase? It's because of things like that. Running from the press. No press conference, no questions, no debate on our oil from these parasites. And instead of talking about oil in the Stabroek block, President Ali is talking about sand from the sand pits. What a tragic state of affairs we find ourselves in. Man, Uncle and Auntie, you clap. Clap. Clap your hands and go vote for them. Let me ask this, Bernard. Is what next these people will make priority to talk about, man? We mud or we stone? My gosh. Oh, you got to come quick and help this nation. Father above, you got to come quick and help this nation. And while them hiding and running, the invaders are plundering our resources. The oil, the gold, the diamond, the bauxite, the timber, the manganese, and so on. Just like in the days of slavery. What a tragic, what a sad day for this country. They are signing away our resources like a thief in the night, getting nothing for our country in return. Oh, Uncle, what else can I do? What else can I say? You notice I said getting nothing for the country in return? I don't know what they're getting. That's why I said a country in return. I don't know what they are getting. You got to ask them yourselves. And that is what you call running a government, running a country like a business, not like a cake shop. Not like a cake shop. if this is what I call business, then Guyana is infected with something worse than COVID. Real, sincere, genuine leaders that care for their country and fellow citizens do not operate like rats under the radar or like snakes in the grass. They face the people and they come clean before them. But not here in Guyana. Everything is done in secrecy. You see why, uncle? You see, auntie, why I have to join that 65-year-old? Let me repeat. I am not fighting for myself. God Almighty has blessed me, my family, with more than enough ever since. I am joining that man for you and your grandchildren. I hope I see you guys in that line, walking with that 65-year-old and myself. Just in case you don't see me, it doesn't mean that I'm not there. I'll be taking a 5 now and again. That 65-year, I believe, is stronger than me. He will walk the walk non-stop. And I am not ashamed of that. I am not ashamed to tell you that I can walk 20 miles with him. I told you guys I had a little mini stroke November of 21. So the hot sun and too cold affects me now and again. So I will not be in the line all the time with him. Man, Bernard, you're getting joke in your nose, joke in your eyes, joke in your behind, while their mouths closed and their lips sealed. How do we put up with these parasites? Or I should say, how long more do we put up with these parasites? Listen to this revelation. This is a beautiful piece. You need to listen carefully. This piece make a laugh. ExxonMobil and their partners said they're racing away towards getting another oil project approved by President Ali and Jagdeo. You hear that, Bernard?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. The 6th oil project by Aaron. I didn't hear what I said, man. ExxonMobil and their partners racing away to get another oil project by the end of the year. Approved by President Ali and Jagdeo. This one is the 6th one. Man, Bernard, like I can't wait for Thursday morning to begin this walk with that 65-year-old. I can't wait. I don't think many of you have a clue what these parasites encouraging and doing to our livelihoods and that of your future.
Mm-hmm.
You know what that 6th project means, uncle? We are locked. We are chained and gagged. Exxon know they have to get out. Get out as fast as possible. Every drop of oil. And these parasites' hands are well buttered, so they will bend over or roll over and do whatever. Yes, whatever and anything for them. Binding all of us worse than an iguana by signing these projects off.
Mm-hmm.
Uncle, let me end by telling you our lead story in tomorrow Kaieteur News. Let me remind you also, presently, oil is being pumped in Liza 1 and 2 only. With 400,000 barrels per day, $75 per barrel, 30 million US coming out from we oil basin every day. And out of that 30 million US, Guyana getting 2.4 million a day. 2.4 million a day. Everybody else around the world getting 18 million and over per day out of that 30 million. While these parasites we have settling and approving projects on that same, more and more projects on that same $2.4 million a day. You see why I have to walk with that 65-year-old? It's because of those things. You getting 2.4 a day, and them a carry 30. Them walk away with 30. And signing more deals the same way. Lisa 3. Let me start pumping it. They said they're going to start at the end of the year. That same lousy arrangement we have with them on that one too. They're eating the chicken, uncle. They're eating the chicken and we are left with the feather from the foot and feather from the tail to eat. That's what we are getting. Now, I want you guys to listen how they're boasting. You have to read this in the Kaieteur News tomorrow. Hess Corporation was boasting to their shareholders a few days ago, not only about profits they're getting out of Guyana, but they told their shareholders ExxonMobil is moving faster than expected with the fourth oil project, the Yellowtail oil project, that Jack Dale gave them. That project was expected to start pumping in 2025, maybe after the elections. But the people say, the people boasting, the speed in which Exxon going, next year oil will be pumping in that one too. That is what one of the partners said. You remember that? Mm-hmm. You got to hear what a chief financial officer of ExxonMobil had to tell the world. You got to hear this what she said on that same issue. She said, Uncle, we are maximizing value from Guyana on all fronts. Maximizing value from Guyana on all fronts. You hear that? From all fronts. From exploration, implementation, and production. The lady went on further to say, they are deploying the best technology and oil exports for unprecedented results. My God. My God. Oh, Papa. You know what unprecedented results mean, Uncle? Oh my gosh, Bernard. Uncle, unprecedented results mean profits ExxonMobil never see, never know, or ever dreamed of. And all that profits coming from Guyana. Coming from Guyana, our oil basin, the Stabroek Block. Look the money these people talking about. And look how we living. Worse than dogs. Taking away weed man, motorbike. Snatching umbrella in the streets. And plastic bag with tennis rolls to survive. Bernard, This is not a lottery they win. Uncle and auntie, this is not a lottery they win in Guyana. This is walking into the greatest treasure trove they couldn't imagine. That's what the chief financial officer said there. And if you don't understand that, uncle, it's like you walking in Bank of Guyana vault and is allowed to take what you want from it. Boy, you know, Bernard, you guys wouldn't hear these parasites for leaders. You wouldn't hear that from these parasites. Or you wouldn't hear that news from their friendly and state media. No, they don't report things like that. You would never hear them saying things like that. But you know what you would hear? You would get $2,000 and $5,000 increase. Man, uncle, this thing eats my soul away. Every time we have to report on how these people boasting about our God-given wealth for their children and grandchildren. Yeah, man, it eats my liver. While our parasites talking about sun and feathers. Let me end with this. Another story in the Kaieteur News tomorrow. Man, Bernard, like I shame for telling you this one. Uncle and auntie, I'm ashamed to tell you this one.
Tell me.
President Ali and Jagdeo asking ExxonMobil to submit a breakdown of the 12.7 billion US expenses for the fifth project them approved Friday. You hear that? Are you hear what I said, man? President Ali and Jagdeo asking ExxonMobil now for the $12.7 billion bills.
After the
what am approved Friday?
Genius.
If this is not things to send you crazy. Man, God really there on we side with the kind of madness going on and not sending people crazy in this land with these type of things. Uncle, imagine your daughter approve a wedding with a man, done sign the legal paperwork, and didn't see the man she going to marry to. 1 week later, after she done sign marriage paper, she asked him to see the man. This is what going on in this country with ExxonMobil and these parasites we have. Done approved 12.7 billion US for the fifth project. And now Jagdeo them asking to see the breakdown of that $12.7 million. It's like you don't approve, uncle. You don't approve $12 million for a contractor to build your house. You hand him the money and he gone. And then the next week you're asking the contractor for show you how he's spending the $12 million. He gonna show you, right?
Yeah, right.
He gonna show you for sure. He gonna make up the bills and on you.
Of
For
course.
me, the $12 million.
Of course.
Because you can't stop him.
come
You don't sign it.
Exactly.
You didn't ask before you give him the okay. You ask him after.
That's how you want a business, man.
Oh boy! These parasites are operating as business leaders in this country. God help you. And I hope God bless Guyana too. Have faith, uncle and auntie. Always keep hope in your heart. Trust your journey. Even when you don't understand it. Those words were sent to me this morning by a friend. I hope you have a great evening. And I'm going to take some phone calls now. Wow. It's sad. It's very, 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 very sad. Very, very sad.
Good evening. You know the drill. 226-7453, 226-7454. You can also WhatsApp or SMS or even call on WhatsApp or normal call on 622-2222.
Hey.
And we have the first caller. Good evening. You're on to the Glenn Lall Show.
Hello?
Take the call. Listen.
Hello? I'm on to Glenn also.
Yes, you're on.
Yes, sir. Jagdeep talking about government business. Right? He's talking about, that is why he's talking about the government business, for the government people only, not for the people of Guyana, for the government people. That's how you do business, government business, not cake shop business.
Yeah.
You understand?
I hear you, brother.
He said it loud and clear. Government business he's doing, not cake shop business. And he is in the government with his government people. They get in the money. You understand that?
Where's the what you got to? Yeah.
Look, the thing with Jagdeep, just the thieving, is every minister, when Mr. Lall talk about they have consultant getting some $1 million to work on contract. If and Ali was a contractor when he was the minister. He had Everest Company and I forget the other one. And the same thing happened now again. Every new contract, this is why the minister has it. Getting all the big money. That's what they're doing. That's government business, sir. Okay, that's my contribution.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. Thank you. Please don't accuse people of having this or having that, and you can't prove that. All right? So please don't call and say, well, who owned this and well, who owned that. This program is not for he say, he said, them say, or think so. You gotta be factual, because these people can take us to court, and you will sit down in your rocking chair and they're laughing. Glenn Lall gone to court and got pay another $20-30 million. So I'm begging you people, when you're calling, let's don't talk about what people own if you don't have facts.
Exactly.
All right? But I understand. I get your point. I get your point. The telephone number is 622-2222.
And we
Take
have
it.
another caller. Good evening, caller. You're on to the Glenn Lall Show.
Hi, good evening, sir. Mr. Glenn, a pleasant good evening to you. There's one thing I would like to add to what you mentioned already tonight in your program concerning Mr. Jagdio. It really baffled me, because when you sit and you study, I agree with the last call there, that the business that Jagdio run is just for he and his party. Mr. Ali, as president, acting president, he's not doing what is required to do as a president. We all know that. We all see that, because actions speak louder than words. Right? We could see, I have watched a press conference there today on Channel 11, and it kind of hurt me to notice that what these leaders is doing to this nation, it will, I said, it will occur worse than 80.
Yes,
I know for a fact. It will. I know that, because working in the interior, when you bore a piece of gold, Mr. Glenn, it's shout, it's detector man running, excavator man running, the poke knuckle running with the battle and the mattock, is everybody running for a piece of the dice and the shear. And the man with the biggest equipment and the more power get the biggest bite, and the agony the most of the gold in the back dam. Where this gold is, is black gold and it's oil. And to be honest, when we fed up listening to the speech speech you put out every Monday, Wednesdays, and Friday, too late shall be the cry. But there's one thing I would just like to mention and close this. My contribution to the program is that Mr. Ali, as our president, if you are listening or someone listening, and to Mr. Barjagbio, what does it profit a man to gain the world and then loses his soul? Thank you very much.
Are you joining us? What's his number? Keep the number. I'm gonna ask him if he Are you joining us? That's what I want to hear. I want to hear your comment over this walk. The phone's ringing there, but I didn't take it. You take the calls there. Bernard, you have anything? Ray?
That's
Ray,
all right.
you're taking...
You said it all. You said it all.
I said it all. Okay, no problem. Thank you. Bernard?
Hi, good evening. You're on to the Glenn Lall Show.
Yes, Mr. Lall. I am too weak to walk the walk that Mr. Lall and the 65-year-old is going to walk. You know? Are you hearing me?
Loud and clear. Loud and clear. Go ahead. Loud and clear.
You know? I want a shorter walk, you know, from where I am to the face of Mr. The Vice President and Infant Ali face, because it's 62 years I walk in this walk, right? And the politicians walking with everything. Now the white man come from where and he walking with the rest. You
Exactly.
understand? So I know what's going to be the outcome.
Where-
I think I'm looking for a shorter walk.
Where you live?
You know?
Where you live?
Huh?
Which village you live? Where you live?
I live right where you go past here in the Hope area on the school.
Well, you can join us when we near meet your village.
You know?
Just walk from
You
your
know?
village to the next.
I am of the opinion that if we can walk the walk and if an alien job, you can still do walk their walk. But we looking for cut short their walk. You understand?
I hear you.
What do you
Go ahead. Turn your radio down, man.
You understand? Thank you.
I hear you. I hear you. You don't have to join us in Borbies. What you can do when we reach your neighborhood,
Walk from your village. to the
walk your village with us. Walk with your village. You will really give inspiration to that 65-year-old. And of course myself.
Good evening. You're on the Glenn Lall Show. Please turn on your radio.
Yeah.
We're listening.
Your life, go ahead.
So Glenn, I'm panning.
Yes, good night.
Yeah. At one of the program we did all in the year, I tell you what's gonna happen is worse than in the 60s, and you say, young Benny, you don't remember. This is why they telling you now, you see again, them who got and who don't have will get from them who got. This is what's gonna happen right here. And they can dread more than in the 60s. Don't worry them, they're gonna make right things soon, just time. Got people building up all over the place. The tension getting more tighter then.
I hear you, brother. I hear you. Good evening.
Mr. Lall.
Good evening.
This is Dubai, you know. Developmental explosion. You see the hospital in Elora? The AG tell the people that was swamp and they had to pull it up. That place there was always an executive senior staff compound. The white man prepared that place. I live just there on that public road.
I used to pass there every week. I know the place good.
Good. Now a man when I got citizen Guyana get the place. And all them Hindu people shanty tongue, we got them pick me. Can't get house lot there. No, they can't get
Wow.
no. But burying ground. They're in front of the hospital. They're in opposite the Hindu temple.
Yes, I know. I know the area.
Lord. Now, the old road where the vendors they must make their living for years before Irfan Ali ban. What they gonna do with them now? The hospital there. What they gonna do with them people there now?
Oh, you're asking me such a hard question.
The poor man can afford to go there and happen with the cottage.
Oh, them question that I wish I went to school to answer that question, brother. I don't know.
Good, Mr. Lall. Watch. You know how to tell you things. Watch. Respect to you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Respect to you. Educate the people. And me the killing in here. But me go walk the walk. Me walk the walk now for right. Me not down there for join you. Me wish me and my son can join you. And the man from quarantine. The provision fight this fight. And they suffer too much. Not feel provision. Not suffer. Then people suffer too. Guy Suku, look at Guy Suku. You know who live there? A white man right there me live there. Me had a girlfriend, a white girl live in the compound named Susan Digar. I just follow the maid, did that a packet, Panlenora, to that compound, for go with Tony Dongson, for baby Chibikini, in the bathing pool, me, Coach Ison Neville.
All right. I hear you, brother.
Me know the
I hear
whole
you.
place. You're finally never been born yet. You know, say finally daddy got there, you know? That was Mr. Bonham stopped by his stone for Balfour Betty Wall. So forget the nationalization that Mr. Bonham took. Make that hospital possible there today on that ground. Don't left out Mr. LFS Bonham, land to the tiller, produce or perish. The land is yours now. Mr. Idul Ahmad.
I hear
You
you.
see the
brother.
point?
I hear you.
Good night, Mr. Lall. We love
Thank
you.
you. Love you too.
Yeah.
Love you too. Thank you.
Yeah, my brother.
Thank you. Oh boy. Oh. How? Good evening. You're live on the air.
Hi, good evening, everyone.
Yes, good evening.
Mr. Lall.
Yes, good evening.
When you said today it's Slavery Labor Day and you asked if we agree, I was listening to you on the radio and me shouting up saying I disagree. I think today is more like Slavery Day because our Guyanese have to wake up very early, work from morning to night, some work from Sunday to Sunday, yet still we can afford grocery or vegetables. So it's Slavery Day for us. Years ago, they slaved us by chaining our necks, wrists, and ankles. Now they chain us differently. The death is at our neck, the chain is on our wrist that we stretch our hands to beg neighbors for some rice or flour. And the chain on our foot, are we feeling like we're not moving forward in Guyana? Imagine I have a dog and a bag of dog food is 4,000 something. Now it's 7,000. Same to my own dog is feeling the heat and pressure this day. Have a good night.
Wow. Thank you. How? Whew. Good evening.
Mr. Glenn Lall.
Good evening.
Good evening, sir. Ray and everybody else, thank you. Mr. Glenn Lall, that caller that called before, he knows exactly.
Could you speak up?
About Lenora.
Could you speak up?
That guy that called before from Lenora, he knows the whole history of Lenora.
Yeah.
And he's the kind of guy that you need to teach you what's going on in Lenora.
Yeah, but sir, we're not talking about Lenora. We're not talking about Lenora. We're talking about where this country is heading with our resources. Sorry, we're talking about, let's don't deviate and run into personal, get into the personality and where people live, where they come from, who own land. No, we're not here for that. We listen to what we are saying. We are being robbed and we are being raped by the foreign exploiters in this country. Please, let us keep focus. Let us focus on the issue at hand. You know, we have a huge mango tree that is fully loaded with the best mangoes on earth in front our yard, that worth billions of dollars, that can uplift, remodel, reconstruct, build mansions in our yard. Let us don't look at the backyard with a little pine or a little cassava tree that you have nothing to get there. Let's focus on that mango tree, brother. You hear what I'm saying?
Yes.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Thank you. You enjoy the program?
Yes, it's very good. Thank you.
Right. So let's focus there. Thank you. Thank you.
And we have another caller. Good evening to you.
Hello? Hello?
Hold, please. Yeah. Go ahead.
Good night.
Good night.
Man, I like how you put a quiet in place. These people doing too much attacking. We ain't got time for the attacking no more. Are you ready for we take the street? Then the man will stop there at night and tell you it's too much attacking. The time over. Me want to hear that dark food, this and this, and the other in terror. What I want is people prepare for take the streets. Cause I ready. You got me number? You call me, I ready. You like want my face on the camera so they could see me. Me don't hide behind nothing. So all that boom boom blah 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 blah. These people in this country don't you know. Imagine Jaguar Long getting 6 million as pension and telling you that you could live off of 74 some close to 80 something $1,000 a month. And these people in this country like if everything is everything. And all they're doing is they're home, typing on the computer and calling and making comments. You want no more comment. If they see us knock them off the phone, good night.
Thank you. You make my evening there, man. That's the kind of spirit we need in this country. We have been taken for a ride for too long, and I'm so happy that you're joining this fight. Good evening.
Yeah, good namaste, Mr. Glenn.
Namaste.
The members of the panel. I'm glad that we are on this walk. From Essequibo, I wouldn't be able to reach so far at Crabbo, but I
keep your strength. Keep your energy. For when we touch down on the Essequibo coast, I'm pretty much certain we will begin from Supanam.
Raj, I got a team coming up there. We there with you. Yeah, so we get glad with this thing is.
Well, this is not with me. This initiative is not Glenn Lall's initiative. It's a 65-year-old man, and I am with him all the way through. So,
I'm with him too.
Thank you.
These people want this thing gonna help wake up our brothers and sisters, man. We gonna wake up. We gotta get the Congo drum. Let us knock and let me dance. We gonna show them who are Guyanese.
You know, I will tell him. You raise a nice. Yes. We should have a little tassa. Yes. We should have a little tassa.
Let the Congo come to let the drum knock.
Yes.
Let the vibes them start up. Let the whole vibes them go wake up the people them, man. Let the drum knock. Everybody go dance and wake up. To where them white man and this one do what we eat. Oh my God, it's on people watch. Passion sometime. I got to cool out.
I hear you, brother.
Cool out, I got to cool out. What you know when we plan for go a coat and take one on the TV for coats and just hang it up on my fence when this show come on Monday night, Wednesday night and Friday night. You know? Just take it and we got we can pay them or something. So educate the people around the area because like, people now get to me know what going on with this guy and these people there. They don't see what going on. No, when you talk to them, like the country says now some of them. But I guess some of them who realize what's going on now, go out a little brace up for this. Because you see these people and the politicians them is victimizing these people them too.
Well, we have to expose. Listen, anybody who felt victimized, call me. Call me, let us know. Let us expose their mother, their father, their grandmother and grandfather.
Yeah, because
Listen to me, my friend. Listen to me, my friend.
Yes, sir.
Listen to me, my friend. The days for this type of governance is over. It can't happen anymore. Glenn Lall will not sit down quiet. And the nation will not sit down quiet and allow anybody. We don't care who they are. Not even the commissioner of police, the army, or President Ali or Jack, no one can victimize anybody in this country. No minister, no government official. Call us and let us know. If we got to take the streets, if I got to come till on the Essequibo Coast for stand up on the streets, walk the streets in front of their parents' home, I will do it. This type of governance what going on in this country have to stop. It must come to an end. Not with what I am seeing so clear with my resources. No. And the next thing I want to tell you, my friend, the people that you're upset, that you feel offended about and upset with, please don't felt neglected. Don't ever tell yourself that, you know what, these people not listening, they don't want to listen, they head hard. Listen, take it easy and pat them. You understand? You need to wake them up. You understand? They may not have the brain that you have to see and to understand. You gotta help them, man. Help them as if you're helping your child. Or your child going to school, help them the same way. Say man, listen. You need to listen. Just listen, man. Glenn Lall is making this thing so simple for you. You know? Just listen to what the man's saying. Okay? I'm coming on the Essequibo Coast. I think some of them guys setting up a meeting for me. They are coming there.
Right? Just give me a shot. I want to know that, you see, this is a revelation time, and when we got to attack the truth, because God wants the truth. And then do we? That is not right. And people must understand this is the Bible saying so, the Quran, everything saying so, the Gita, everything. What do you wait for?
Thank you.
You understand me?
I hear you, brother. Thank you. Thank you.
Good night.
Good night. Yes, good evening, sir. Good evening.
Mr. Lall.
Yes, good evening.
Mr. Lall, 5 years ago, what you are doing, I already started doing it to this nation already.
I hear you.
But this nation is so corrupt that people seem to see me as a man, and people seem to see that they don't know what I'm saying. So, I went kind of for my study in other country.
You're breaking up a little. You're not very clear. Could you go slowly and let's hear you clear?
Yes. So, I went to do some research. And these researchers bring factual evidence to the situation that we face in this country, Mr. Lall.
Hold. I'll call you back. I'll call you back, my friend. The reception through your phone is not coming over very clear on the radio. So I'll call you back direct and let me see if I'll get it there. Take that call.
Good evening, you're on to the Glenn Lall Show.
Good evening. I just tuned into the program, and I'm just going to know when is this walk will be taking place, because I'm ready to take the street also.
It's Thursday morning. The gentleman is beginning this walk from Crabwood Creek, the end of Crabwood Creek, all the way down to New Amsterdam, the west coast of Bobby's into Georgetown, straight on the Essequibo Coast. Until he said he will not stop until this oil contract comes to change, and only we can change it. We have to support that man.
Okay, sir.
Thank you.
Don't be afraid.
All right. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Take the other one.
Yeah, take it.
Good evening, you're on to the Glenn Lall Show.
Night.
Good night, Mr. Lall.
Yes, good night.
I was sitting here waiting to hear you tell me about the Torm job that you promised us Friday that you're going to tell us about.
Yeah,
no. Because
you see,
the CCJ definitely say that he's not supposed to act nothing to be like a president How come he's a vice president and the CCJ, I mean, they're going against laws, right? They're breaking laws because he could never be a vice president and then Falali is the president. If Falali died tomorrow, he become the president back.
No.
That means he got a term. So they're going against the rules of the CCJ. And this work, I'm going to join this work.
Thank you.
Trust me what I tell you.
Thank you, brother.
You're going to see me there.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Hello?
Good night, sir.
Could you hold a moment, please? Can you hold? To that gentleman that called about wanted to hear the gaff, the third term gaff, man, you got to be in the mood to give that gaff. As to the vice president, being a vice president, no, he can't become president. He cannot become president. So drop that off the radar. Yes, sir, and thank you for joining us. Yes, sir, you're live on the air.
Yes, sir. Good night.
Good night.
I'm listening to the program and I'm following the walk from Crawford Creek to from Borbies. I think that's a walk that all Guyanese should take, even the leaders, because I don't even think the leaders can control this oil company that they're dealing with. So they should take a walk and let them know that we demand our fair share and we deserve and will have our fair share.
Yep,
that's we'll have it, sir.
Can you hold a moment?
Sure.
You know,
yes, sir.
Honestly, I believe that 95% of the politicians in this country would love to join that 65-year-old because they don't agree. They don't agree with what the leaders of the political parties are doing, the way they're treating us. I have been talking to many of them quietly, silently, and secretly. You hear me? And not one of them disagree with anything I'm doing and what I'm saying in this country. But they have to live. They have their job.
Their family.
They have their family to feed. You understand? So they just have to toe the line. You know? A matter of fact, I jokingly tell two of them, you know, left the party. When I become president, you will come back into a real government. A government that will look out for the people of this country.
Mm-hmm.
And they smile.
Once you lead in the government, I'll be following, sir. I'll first be signing up. And let me say this here. Without no joke, if the politicians make this work, right away we will start get changes, because then our companies will believe that the Guyanese people are not jokes and the Guyanese people should have what is rightfully theirs.
No, sir. Politicians come out there and walk. It's not going to change the leaders of these political parties' mind, because I don't have to spell it out for you. You know, when you butter people's hand.
I hear you, sir.
Got you. Well, let's don't say nothing more. I told all Guyana umpteen times, the first thing these foreign exploiters come in your country and do is line the pockets of the rightful people. Butter them. Yes, butter them front, butter them the back. Butter them top, butter them bottom. Yes, you understand what I'm saying there. And once everywhere is buttered, the Guyanese people will be left flattered. Yes, buttered and flattered.
And it's the butter that gap on them make they always slipping away from the Guyanese people when they're being confronted with the hard questions, concerning the will.
I hear you, brother. All right,
my brother.
Good. You joining the walk?
Of course, yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. I have your number, man. Call you back. Don't think you're going to run away from me. I got your number. Yes. All who talking that they're going to walk the walk, we got your number. We'll call you.
Exactly.
Right. Yeah, somebody else, I take calls? What I know? No. Would you be able to take one more call? Bernard, do you have anything there?
Yeah, Glenn, one quick thing I need Guyanese people to know. Right now, the third ship is on its way to Guyana. And the fourth project, like I said, going to start producing very soon.
Yes.
Well, with the 4 projects alone, we will be producing 1 million barrels of oil per day.
Per day.
Right? At $75 a barrel, that will be 27.4 million US dollars a year.
No,
27 billion a year.
27 billion a year.
And out of that 27 billion, Guyana will be only getting 2. and the oil company is getting 25 billion. Do you know for every, so the oil company, our fair share should be 18 billion out of that instead of 2. So the oil companies are really robbing us. The politicians, the oil companies will be robbing us 16 billion US dollar a year.
Yeah, you
right?
said a little upside down, but let me say it the right
Okay,
way.
but for every 1 billion Guyana dollar, we'll give every household in Guyana, 200,000 household of Guyana, 5,000 US dollars, which is $1 million. For every billion US dollar, we'll be giving 200,000 Guyanese household $1 million US dollar.
Yes.
Right, just a little food for thought.
Yes, very important. Yes.
I just wanted to know exactly how you
Thank you. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
I'm sorry, sir, I couldn't get up on the walk on Thursday because my brother died. I buried on Thursday. But I'll give you all my backings for the walk, for the better future for this country.
I hear you, brother. I hear you.
Very day, my brother buried in Georgetown, man.
Okay. But you can say, you got your neighbor, you got friends them who go and
Yeah. I'm going to tell people in the village here because it's quarantine living.
Okay.
Good. All right.
Thank you.
Take it easy.
Thursday morning, 9 o'clock.
It's all right. Good.
Got you, bye. Yeah. Thank you. It's 2 minutes to the 9 o'clock hour. Yes?
Yes.
Any other call, or we say good night? It was a beautiful program.
It was a really good program.
I enjoy this program.
Yes,
Huh?
yes,
Bernard?
yes, sir.
Uncle and Auntie, I enjoy sitting with you here. I enjoy this program myself. I feel good. My heart is at ease. And what make it more enjoyable was to hear this man walking this walk. I am so excited that I can't wait. I wish it was tomorrow morning. If it's tomorrow morning, I gone up Borvis now. Uncle, with that I say namaste and I love all of you. Have a great evening until Wednesday.